Hey,
I failed December. I did. I really
No,
did. I didn't do
you
it. I didn't work hard enough, and I should be embarrassed. My future children, if I ever have an accident, they should be embarrassed too.
If you didn't work as hard as you as you wanted to, did you live? Did you live some?
I did. I went on a little
some good-
vacation. I did.
Life is important. You can only express. You can only through your art. You can only create a beautiful world through your art if you live a beautiful life or an interesting life at least. And some people are like, I'm too plain. Maybe you're so plain that it's interesting. You never know.
Do you know anybody who's so plain? You never know.
Yes, plenty of people that are so plain it's funny. It's like if you're like, oh shit, I'm a basic bitch. That's funny. That's funny. Like people think that's interesting.
Work that basic shit.
Yeah.
Okay. You go to Starbucks. That's cool. That means you probably got some money.
Okay. So
if you go to Starbucks, you got some extra money. Let's be real.
This is the She Didn't Text Back podcast. I'm William Haynes. That's Darren Von Gertner.
Hello. Wait, really quick. If you want to support the show, go on iTunes and rate and review. We're trying to get this shit large. We're trying to blow this motherfucker up.
How many people notice that that's the first time I've ever brought it in?
How many people? Raise your hand.
Raise your hand. Oh, you do?
One,
oh,
two, about 4.
Right on balls.
About 4 motherfuckers just noticed. I think you should be proud.
Wow.
You never bring it in.
Okay. So
I realized.
I'm done with that. All right. Okay.
I'm moving on. That was 2015. We're moving to 20. This year is almost fucking over.
It's almost fucking over.
Can we be honest for a second? That went by too quick.
Do you remember this time last year? Think us sitting in the Whole Foods getting food. You know where we? Yeah, that was a year ago.
Okay, I ate pizza. From Whole Foods, and you ate a sandwich.
Wow, you remember that?
I do remember. And we were sitting at that Whole Foods that had like a bar in it for some reason, and like people were hanging out, and we were talking about our future roommates and how we hate them.
Yeah,
just kidding. That's not true. But we were trying to figure out who's gonna pay what.
And
and we did the same thing today.
Yeah, we did the same thing again today.
Because we are moving out of this goddamn fucking trash hole.
It's not even a trash hole. It's
this nice house in a poor location.
It's a nice house. It's a fine house in a poor location.
I really just can't wait to move because when I was a kid, I would redesign my room every Friday.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna be a kid again. I'm gonna move it up. I'm gonna trade that shit up. I'm gonna move it around. I'm gonna have a great time.
I used to change my room around like every 3 months. But my parents,
not enough.
I remember, my parents, if you asked them about me when I was in high school, they'd be like, oh, Will was
ginger,
you know, he was very gingery, very Conan O'Brien, Louis C.K.-ish. But I was a lonely kid. I was always like doing loner shit. And I remember we moved into a new house.
What is loner shit?
Loner shit. So, you know, watching anime and thinking about death.
That's right.
So my parents, we moved into a new house and they bought me a bed. They're like, I guess for some reason I didn't have one. I'd always had a couch that I had slept on, or a what do you call it, futon, and they finally got me.
I had a futon. They were horrible.
My dad always bought me futons. I don't know why. Do you
cheap?
Understand that futons are horrible.
Understand that, please. If you've never slept on a futon, you're not missing out. They're horrible.
My dad always bought me a futon,
and they would squeak. And when you're trying to jerk it, and you're a kid and you're trying to be on the low.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
As an adult, I can jerk in and be loud.
Oh, yeah, I can be as loud as I want.
I will. I'm going to be honest. I don't give a fuck if you hear me do the jerk.
One time I jerked off and punched out a window. I punched out a window and I said, fuck. And then
I went out. You open it and say, hell yeah, I'm jerking. Fuck you if you think otherwise.
I used my phone to break the glass open some more. And I said, hey, everybody out there.
But if you're a kid, you don't want anyone to know. You don't want people from fucking the neighbors. You don't want anyone to know you're jerking.
Can I tell you a memory that I've kept to myself forever, but now I'm an adult, so I don't care anymore?
What?
I was in my room jerking it. Back when you used to jerk like this. Remember when you used to jerk like this?
Yeah.
No, okay. It wasn't when it was after I jerked like this. So I was jerking like this.
Stage 2.
Oh, I forget this is a podcast and you can't see what I was doing.
Okay.
But I remember back when I was jerking, I was probably 15 or 16. I was jerking it off and I finished and I was like, oh wow, job well done. And then I noticed, while during my jerk, I heard either my mom or my dad knock on my sister's door, which was right next to my room at the time. And
which made you pause for a second.
It paused for a second, and then I went right back into jerkage.
Right.
And so I finished, and I was like, jerk well done. Looked over to the door. That shit's cracked.
That's the same thing that happened at our old apartment.
Yeah.
But with me.
Yeah.
I straight up jerked the whole way. And like to the point of regret when you're just laying there, you're like, God. And you're like, you still have the porn open on the phone and it's still playing and you're like, okay, you need to shut the fuck up. You mute the porn and then you're like, what the fuck did I just jerk off to?
Exactly what you're talking about.
And there's like fucking jerk residue all over you and you gotta go. But anyways, futons are squeaky. Don't fuck with them. Try to get something else. So what are you saying? Your dad bought you a bed for the first time?
Yeah.
You said you had.
Oh, it was a bunk bed. It was
Okay.
I just
also squeaky.
experienced the tangent that people talk about. They're like, you go on tangents. I'm like, what the fuck are people talking about?
Oh, yeah, that was
And
a long tangent.
Somebody wrote like a tweet at me. They're like, it's because of Will's ADD or ADHD. And now I just got what the fuck a tangent was. I was talking about some other shit.
Mm-hmm.
You did it though. Don't act like you don't do it too.
I purposely do it.
Oh really?
Yeah, purposely do it. It's the way of the game. That's how you podcast. Name one podcast that has a better tangent than
Fuck
us.
Rick.
Fuck you, Joe Rogan.
Shit.
Fucking
Still playing my
million.
old shit. Damn. Okay, so we saw Joe Rogan live not too long ago. Mm-hmm. That dude's a beast. Mm-hmm.
He's a monster,
He is a monster.
but very short.
I'm saying in stand up.
Oh, yeah.
His performance. Okay.
Oh, yeah, what he did.
At the end.
Oh, man, too much.
That
but
man,
amazing.
Okay, so first off, he killed his stand up, like hard, went hard in front of all
Gave it
other
his all.
comedians, and then he did this thing at the end where he did some demon shit, and it was hilarious, and it's so hilarious it was scary. It was also
it was
scary.
spot on. If you were trying to do an impression of a demon, he got it.
Like, you shouldn't be able to go there that quick.
You want to hire someone for your short film who can play a demon? He's
Hell
got
no.
it.
Oh man, if I was making movies, I'd put him in all of them. Actually, there's someone else that put in all of them too.
I wish he would do more. Oh, I don't know. I think he's been in a few movies, but I wish he would do more shit like that.
What was I gonna say?
Devil shit?
I forgot. So you went to Chicago this week.
I did. Well, I went to Chicago and Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And I wrote down a couple things in my phone that I jotted down that I wanted to talk about on the podcast.
Okay. I have some things that happened to me this week.
I'm sure you did. We'll get to that. Chicago's great. I will say when we went to Chicago for DeFranco de Chicago, I believe that's what it was, right? We didn't see any of Chicago.
No,
I
we
think
barely saw any. We saw Trump Tower, and that was before the motherfucker had
We
announced.
walked around Trump Tower, like 2 blocks.
Yeah.
And that's a cool part of
That
Chicago.
hotel we stayed in. This isn't bragging because it is not my money. This is a company. Was so nice.
So fucking nice.
So nice.
I actually, where I was staying, was like 2 blocks from that. But
Really?
yeah. But I got to experience I wouldn't say most of Chicago, but like a lot of the cool Chicago things.
Yeah.
And Chicago is fucking beautiful, but it is really cold. And apparently it was like 32 degrees, but apparently at this time of year, that's like summer for them, essentially.
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't cold at all for them.
Yeah, it gets dangerously cold in Chicago.
But I was Snapchatting that I was in Chicago. I would just Snapchat like the faces in Chicago or like the big fucking bean thing.
I saw that, yeah.
People were like tweeting at me trying to like do like try to meet up or get together. There was a man who was trying to follow me or like try to hunt me down. So he was tweeting at me. It was hilarious. It was all jokes. He was like tweeting at me and he would like take a picture of like a location he's at in downtown Chicago and be like, where are you? And then 10 minutes later, like he took a picture of like a protest and like, where are you? And like 10 minutes later, he took a picture of like this building and he was like straight up trying to find me. And unfortunately, we didn't meet up. His last tweet was, couldn't find Darren, so I just joined the protest instead. So I guess something good came from it. But I feel like we should have a show in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
That shit would be amazing.
All right.
'Cause a lot of people were trying to holler at the boy. You know what I mean?
Time.
Unfortunately, didn't meet up with any of the motherfuckers, but we try to make it poppin'. We'll see what's happening in 2016. What's good, baby? What else happened in Chicago? Then I went to Wisconsin. And there was a wedding that I went to. This is the city that is based out of, or you know the show, That 70s Show?
Yeah.
So that's from Wisconsin. Correct me if I'm wrong, internet.
That's true.
There's nothing there. I went to the town that I stayed in.
Yeah.
I think it was called New Glarus. It had 2,000 people live there. This is a town where everyone knows everyone's name.
We
We went to a store before the wedding to buy socks. And then when we went to the reception, the after party of the wedding, it was at a bar. And the same lady, our cash register lady, was at the bar, like hanging out.
Really?
Yeah, we like locked eyes. And I was like, why does that bitch look familiar?
Oh, you can't do shit in a town like that.
You can't do shit.
You can't do shit.
You mess up once, that's your new nickname.
Yeah, that's your new nickname.
You shit your pants at the fucking pharmacy, you're shit pants boy.
Damn, dating must suck. Oh, God.
There's like 3 motherfuckers to swipe right on Tinder.
Oh, yeah. I met everybody in our city on Tinder, and I didn't get a match.
There's got to be a lot of incest.
Why?
Because the options are low.
Maybe.
The options are low, and I feel like at a time of need, people go crazy.
I'm feeling nervous right now.
Do the breathing thing I just taught Sam about. Oh, yeah. Breathe in through the nose. Hold it. And then release. You do that like 10 times, and the nerves should go away. Hopefully, if it doesn't, then I don't know what else to do.
I'm already better.
Really good. So what else?
It's back.
The wedding was cool. I'm trying to think of nothing really memorable that's podcast worthy. But something did happen. I woke up the night after, and I'm in like a hotel in the middle of nowhere. And for some reason, I had like horrible dreams. Like the first round of dreams. You know how when you have dreams, you have multiple dreams.
Yeah.
Different things. And it probably all happens in the span of like 10 minutes. But a bunch of shit happens. So this night, and like for the past few nights, I've been having nightmares. But this night specifically, I dreamt the first dream scenario. I was definitely getting murdered. This was like a zombie apocalypse type bullshit. Getting murdered. Wasn't good, was constantly running. You know when you're running in the dream, you feel stressed?
Yeah.
The next dream was horrible, and I want to give you extreme details. Mm-hmm. You want an extreme detail?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Very sad dream. Woke up in a horrible panic, stressed out, almost sweating, and I'm Filipino. I don't sweat. So, like, this is a bad one. I'm nervous. I'm even talking about it. Okay, this dream was horrible. No jokes. For some reason, Mac was vicious. He turned fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I've had a dream like that.
I don't know if he was like a zombie or what, but he was like attacking you and attacking people, but like with the intent to kill. So you and I had to kill the motherfucker.
Why the fuck?
So for some reason, all I remember is I'm on my knee, Mac's right there on the ground. You're like kind of like leaning up over me.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's horrible.
No way.
It's so sad.
No.
I was strangling him.
Oh, no.
And we were fucking waterboarding him.
No, what the fuck? Why?
His eyes were rolling behind his head.
Oh my god.
It was so fucking horrible.
But did he look like how he looks now, or was he like crazy?
He like crazy. He was crazy.
Okay.
He was definitely crazy.
Oh, that's so sad.
But the real Mac was in there, and I fucking hated every second of it. And
my legs hurt off of
For
that.
some reason, he didn't like go out. He wasn't like, all right, choke me for 30 seconds and I'll go out. Yeah. He was like, choke me for an hour.
Yeah.
And then eventually, maybe I'll say goodbye.
I bet that's what it's really
it was
like.
We had a hose going down his throat.
No.
It was so graphic. I hated it.
You should have casted someone else at this part that I did.
So I had this dream, and I wake up like in the fucking at a worst part, just like shocked, jump out of bed, like almost fall out of bed, and like in a bad mood, horrible, feel like very uncomfortable and weird. And that's when I texted you, "Is Mac okay?" Remember that?
No.
Remember I texted you this weekend? Is
Oh
Mac
yeah,
okay?
yeah,
And you
yeah.
responded.
That was like the next day, right?
Yeah. So I was like very like uncomfortable and freaking out. And then I look at my phone like right after waking up, look at my phone, and I got a text from one of our friends.
The one that's always like,
the friend, we know him. He I'm gonna do an impression.
Okay.
I'm gonna mime him so we can't. Don't give away details.
Yeah.
Always wears the same.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that person texted me, and that person is my friend, but we never text. You know those motherfuckers who you're friends with, but you don't text.
And you were good friends.
It's like,
but you just,
what are you texting me for?
Yeah.
You're texting me if it's an emergency.
Yeah.
Don't just stop. So I look at my phone, and mind you, this is like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning my time. So it's like it was like 5 o'clock in the morning my time. So your time, it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I got a text from Owen, and I was like, okay, that's weird.
You just said his name.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck him.
Yeah.
Should I bleep that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were so bad at this.
Damn, I was close.
Oh god.
So I look at my phone and I got a text from him. I was like, okay, that's weird. And I opened up the text and I want you to read it.
Oh, I can't wait for this. What the fuck?
So this is me.
This is strange.
This is me panicked.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Where? This blue? Oh. The back gate is
No. Read it. Read it out loud. It's only 3 words.
Dreams are bullshit? What the fuck?
Yeah. So after having this nightmare all night long, fucking feeling like I'm gonna die, running away from death, having to kill my dog.
That's scary.
A friend who never texts me
says dreams are bullshit?
All they said was dreams are bullshit. And then I responded, and I said, huh? And then about 2 hours later, he said, that wasn't meant for you, but it's true. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's a coincidence.
I literally, yeah, it's definitely a coincidence.
Okay.
But I looked at my girlfriend, and I was like, am I fucking dreaming still? Am I awake? And I started counting my fingers, because I was in a panic because of the dream.
Yeah. Okay, that scared me a little bit. Now I got this weird image of Owen in my head. Oh, shit. No,
Damn, that shit is hard.
Nah, I fucked up.
Damn,
okay.
you fucked up too. Okay, what time code is that? That's at 20 minutes.
Okay. Really? Is it already?
Yeah. So
It's already 20 minutes in?
yeah, according to that, yeah.
Wow, okay.
So today I talked to that friend, and I was like, "Hey, why did you text me that?" And he told me he was having he was having nightmares as well. And he said he went to the phone to text anybody. And he just like sent that because he needed to get it off his mind. So he texted anybody, and it just so happened to be me.
Wow.
But what are the chances that he had nightmares? I had nightmares, and then he's like, dreams are bullshit. That's all he said. I thought he really meant like dreams are bullshit, like aspiration type of dreams.
No,
like,
I took it as dreams. That's crazy.
so that shit scared me, and I've been having nightmares for the past 3 nights.
Really?
I don't know why. They will not escape me.
I don't want nightmares.
Remember the bad dream I had about that you were in it, and we were at a hotel next to an ice machine?
Absolutely. Oh my god, if you tried to be discreet, you fucked up.
I think that's your fucking evil laugh. That's
oh my god,
everybody. That's William's evil laugh.
That is the laugh, isn't it?
That's the laugh. That's the laugh that you said your mom was doing. Is that the laugh your mom was doing?
Absolutely, the laugh my mom was doing.
Damn.
Oh, maybe I can just get into. I think I can get into tact. I think that's like me letting go and laughing.
You should learn how to do that.
Yeah,
how to just do that.
I can never laugh like that. Oh, it has to be really funny.
Yeah, that's you laugh the hardest when it's the realest and the truest, but also the darkest.
I can tell I'm feeling really weird right now because the Owen thing freaked me out, and I was able to do my like deep laugh all in the span of 2 minutes. And I also was getting nervous on the podcast, which I don't think has ever happened before.
That's weird. I don't get nervous.
I'm going through some shit right now. Oh shit.
Let me tell one more.
Yeah.
So okay, this is kind of a change of pace.
Yeah.
Pace. When we were in Wisconsin, we drove up to their lake house, and was that in Wisconsin? I don't know where the fuck that was. I was somewhere.
Their lake house?
They have my new goal in life. I'm aiming for my second house.
Yeah.
Which is going to be by a lake in the middle of nowhere because my recording studio is going to be there. You're
a lake motherfucker?
I'm a
beach motherfucker.
That's my second house. Not my first house. You should have seen their backyard. There was a goddamn lake in the backyard.
Wow.
Straight up walking, maybe 20 steps from their back door.
You should have took the eyes. Did I tell you I'm calling our camera the eyes?
I like that, the eyes. But yeah, so I'm working on that second house. Fuck the first house because I already know I want a mansion. I already know I want to live big.
Yeah.
Because I'm fucking, I'm putting in work.
Yeah.
But I'm focused on the fucking second house. But anyways, I digress. We get to the lake house.
Yeah.
Get to the lake house, and it's like a family gathering. They all haven't been together in the same house in a minute.
Yeah.
So we're like,
what
do you do? You put on Netflix. So we're going through Netflix. My girlfriend's sister, and mind you, this is a white family, a very white family. Going through the list of movies. What should we watch? Maybe we should watch like a Christmas movie.
Please say Tyler Perry's Big Family Reunion.
Somehow he landed on the movie Django Unchained.
Oh my god, I would pay money to switch to be with you.
So my girlfriend, never seen it. The dad, never seen it. The son, never seen it, but thought he's seen it because he thought it was the movie Machete. Is that how you pronounce it? Oh,
yeah, Machete. I don't know.
Machete, whatever the fuck. So we're watching it 10 seconds into the movie. He looks at me and says, have you seen Django, or did you hear about Django 3, Django in Space coming out next year? And I said, are you making a really funny joke, or are you bullshitting? What are you doing here? And he's like, no, I'm being serious, Django in Space. And I said, no, definitely not. And he said, yeah, it's the movie with that. And I was like, are you thinking about Machete? And he just looked at me. He's like, "Oh shit!" So he thought it was Machete. So he thought it was like a comedy movie.
Hilarious.
So we're watching this movie, and there's a lot of N-bombs. It's a
Quentin Tarantino movie.
It's a movie about slavery. So they use that like it's fucking canon. Yeah,
and no one is more uncomfortable with the N-word than white people. Like black people do not hear it. Like it's not. People are like, "Oh, I can't get caught saying that around black people." They don't give a fuck.
But let me tell you why I made it great. So again, mind you. White family.
Yeah.
They got a lake house. So we're watching this movie, maybe about 15 minutes in, and at this point, there's already maybe 36 N-words that have flown out of the mouth of Jamie Foxx or whoever. Well, they have friends from the wedding that are coming down to the lake house as well. Just one group of friends, or one couple of friends. Both black people. So the black people walk into the house and they sit down and they start watching Django with us. And the N-words continue.
Wait. Say again. Wait, who are these people?
The white people.
Uh-huh.
The dad.
Uh-huh.
He just got married.
Yeah. Well, no, who are the new people that came in?
They are friends that were at the wedding with us.
Oh.
So they're coming down to the lake house as well. So the black people come in. Nice people as well. Everyone's nice here.
Yeah.
They sit down, start watching the movie with us. The N-words continue to fly out of the character's mouth. The uncomfortableness from the white people in the room was so great.
I would pay to see that.
They are all very nice, and I had a great time.
What do you think I would have said?
Oh, it would have been so great.
It would have been so great.
It would have been the best time.
I know what I would have
I was
said,
actually thinking, I was like, when I was in that scenario, I was thinking about things you would say and having a good laugh to myself.
Yeah.
It would have been hilarious.
It would have been, I know exactly
I never
what
experienced that before, though.
Yeah, I've been in situations like that before. It's funny.
It's not, it's funny for me.
Yeah, but
uncomfortable
for,
for everybody else.
Yeah. It's any normal person would be very uncomfortable. Any like person who with common sense would be like, oh, this is the time to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But that movie is good. It's just, it's not a family time to relax type of Christmas movie.
Okay. So that was fucking funny. But okay. So the theme of my past 2 or 3 weeks in my life for me that I've said, and I know I've said in the podcast before that you can't set the theme, the universe sets it for you. But the theme has been the things hardest for you are often the best for you. Try some shit. So this weekend, I know Catacomb's beautiful and cute and not vicious.
Shit.
You texted me. You said, oh man, this Louis. I had also just saw it on Instagram. Louis C.K. is at the Comedy Store. Louis C.K. is at the Comedy Store. He's gonna be there.
You better
tomorrow.
fucking get tickets.
And I was like, fine. I'm gonna go because, like, obviously, I really, really, really want to go. I really want to see him in person. But the thing is, for some reason, for these tickets, you had to go in person and buy them for $20, and you had to do it in person. You couldn't buy it online.
Right.
And I knew that you were out of town, so I was gonna go by myself. But I didn't have any issue with that. It wasn't until a lot of people pointed out to me, like, oh, going to that by yourself is different. I was like, oh shit, you're not. I'm just so used to seeing it by myself.
I would be fine going to that by myself, especially you wanting to be a stand-up. I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think I've appreciated it as a solo person thing. So I get there, I get in line to buy these tickets, and I was like, oh shit, it's already like 50 people in line. I was like, there's no way I'm getting these tickets. Get in line, and this guy turns around, he's like, oh, I listen to She Didn't Text Back podcast.
Oh, no
and he's
shit.
like, yeah, and he was like, yeah, and I don't know what SourceFed is.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's a coincidence. Yeah, and he was like, I heard what Darren was talking about. He said, yeah, I was going on a road trip to Vegas, and I just found it, and I listened
Give
to
him
it.
a better voice than that. Come on, respect.
He was cool. He was cool. He was like,
how did he know what you look like if he doesn't watch SourceFed?
our picture's on the thing.
Just that one photo, that shitty
maybe
fucking photo that we definitely need to change.
On Instagram, he later like wrote something to me, like to his girlfriend or something about. So,
did you guys take a photo together? Or something?
No, no one asked to take a photo with me because I'm ugly and I'm a fucking bastard.
Shout out to that dude one time.
If he had taken a photo with me, though, I was looking shitty. Remember that 1 week period where I was super lazy? I was wearing these pants. I was wearing a fucking hoodie. I look bad. But okay, so that was fun. Met that guy. That was cool. I come back later that night at 8 o'clock, same day.
So you do get the tickets.
Yeah, I do get the tickets. And I'm in line. And I love this story. Can I just tell you this?
Please.
I get in line. I've been waiting for a while. Some bullshit happens. Just fuck all the bullshit that I was going to talk about anyway. Fuck it. I get to the front of the line where I have to give them my ID to get in. And guess who's standing at the front of the line?
Not Crystalia?
Motherfucking Snake Woman.
No.
It's Snake Woman. And
you haven't told me this yet?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Can you believe that I took this
You waited
long?
all day?
I waited all day.
My eyes teared up because I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Did you look her in the eyes?
No.
Did she look you in the eyes?
No.
Wait, what? No.
Because
that would have been so much funnier.
Okay,
I ruined her.
I saw her, and I was like a minute away from being in front of her, and I had things that I was going to say to her. I didn't say it because I realized because she didn't look up at me. I was going to wait for her to see me. I was not going to say her name, but she never looked up. But what I was going to say was, "Oh, you got to get out of here." I swear to God, I was going to say that to her. But
somebody said she was in line for Louis as well.
Yeah. But for some reason, she was standing off in front of the line. But I'll get to that. So she.
Wow, you saw motherfucking
Snake Woman. What a coincidence! I go inside, and okay, this is the Comedy Store. I've never been in this room at the Comedy Store. This is like the main room, and I fell in love. I back love it again. I love it again. This room
Really?
is perfect.
It was big. I
It's
saw
big.
your Snapchat.
It was beautiful. All the people there, they're young people like us, our age. It was like hot girls in a stand-up room. I was like, these are the people I want. This is what I want to do. I was like, I looked out there and I was like, and the other comedians and whatever, I was like, this is a perfect amount of people I want to do it in front of. This is how I want it to look.
How many people in the room?
Who knows? Probably 400 people. So I'm walking.
That many? They have a room that big?
It was huge. It was a lot of
Holy
people.
shit.
Or maybe it was just me being like in awe,
moment?
just, in the moment, loving the Comedy Store. So I'm walking and I can't find a seat. And this guy says, talk to a guy that works there because I can do that now. I'm an adult now. I talk to people and say, what do I do? And he said, just walk down there and somebody will do it. And I was like, all right, what the fuck ever. I'm just gonna. I'm not what the fuck ever. I was like, okay. I was like, I'm just gonna walk and I wait until I find another person and say, hey, what do I do? Until someone like tells me what to do. But I'm walking and I can't find a seat and I see this girl point at me. And I was like, oh, who is that? And I didn't know who it was. So I pointed back at her and I realized Snake Woman's best friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, hey, and I walked up to her for a second and I was like, okay, all right, I gotta go.
Wait, so
she said to me, wait, what did she say to me?
which one? Snake Woman's best friend?
Best friend. I'll just tell you now, Snake Woman is done in the story. She didn't come back because Snake Woman's best friend, Snake Jr. said, Snake Jr. said to me, Snake Woman had to leave because we get in fights all the time. And Snake Woman's already seen Louis 3 times in person. What Snake Woman didn't know though is that Louis did all new material here, so she probably never seen any of it before, so she missed out. And I was like, all right, get out of my way, Snake Woman Jr. And then I'm like trying to find a seat, so I walk like a little bit away from there, and this guy says to me, sit down right over here. He points next to Snake Jr. And I said, actually this was before I talked to Snake Jr. And I said to him, oh no, that's my friend's ex-girlfriend's best friend. I can't talk to her. And then I looked at him some more and I was like, oh shit, it's Rob Schneider.
No fucking way.
Swear to God, it's Rob Schneider.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
I know.
Wait, hold on.
I know.
Hold on.
I know. I swear to God, this is all true.
Wait,
Darren.
Wait, hold on.
Yes. What's the question?
Rob Schneider works at the Comedy Store?
No, he was sitting down at a seat with him. Okay, there were 2 tables right next to each other, like this. And at the table was Rob Schneider, Rob Schneider's assistant, David, who I was talking to, very awesome guy, Snake Jr. and Snake Jr.'s friend. And there was a seat right here that Snake Woman was supposed to sit in. Mm-hmm. Rob Schneider says, sit down right here. I'm like, why the fuck did he tell me that? I have no idea.
Why is Rob Schneider trying to figure?
You better not
fuck up this recording.
I don't know. I do not. Oh shit, did I fuck it up?
No.
Okay, I do not know why Rob Schneider said this is the second time I've seen Rob Schneider in my life.
I think low key Rob Schneider works there.
Yeah, he's like, come on, man, just sit down. And then he says, "Student right here, we'll scooch in." And I said to him, I said, oh, this is my friend's ex-girlfriend. I can't talk to her or whatever the fuck I said. I nailed it the first time. I forgot the line already. And I said, oh wait, I know who you are. You can't do that. I said, you can't do that. I said, you can't just be like, oh, go sit down right here. And when you're you. And he laughed a little bit. And he's like, just sit right over there and we'll all scooch down. He said that again. I was like, all right.
You have to if Rob Schneider says
He
that.
told me to. So I sat down. And Rob Schneider is a fucking comedy genius. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
But that's beyond the point. So I'm talking to him. I'm talking to his assistant David. They're both super cool. And I'm talking to Snake Jr. And I said, I was like,
how have you kept this from me?
It was so hard. Did you notice that all day I was like keeping so quiet.
Yeah. Wow.
And then so Snake Jr. says to me, I'm so sorry for everyone who's seen the title of the video and they're like, this is taking too long. So Snake Jr. says to me, she's like, so how you been? I was like, look, Darren's got a new girlfriend. Her ass is out to here.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God I said that. I swear to you I said that.
No, you fucking did it.
And she said, we know. She said, because of the internet. And I was like, okay. Well,
wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, so you really said that?
I really said that.
Without hesitation?
Without hesitation. I don't give a fuck anymore. I told you. I really don't.
How have you been? Darren's got a new fucking... Wait, so she said, how have you been? And that was your response?
Yeah, I said, Darren's got a new girlfriend. Her ass is out to here.
That's the greatest shit
I know.
of all time.
When I said it, I knew I was a shit for that.
You could have straight up walked out of that show and still been cool.
Yeah, and still be cool.
You missed Louis' performance, but fuck that.
Okay.
That shit's amazing.
So then that's the end of that. That's all I can remember. Oh no, and then I'm talking to Rob Schneider and David, and Rob says to me, I don't know why we ended up talking any more than that, but he said, he just asked me what I was doing, and I told him I do stand up here and there. And he said, he asked me how long I've been doing it for. I said 6 months, and he said, "Oh, you're gonna be depressed after this." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because Louis's been doing this for 30 years. He's got 29 on you." And I said, "I know." I said, "But I want to be better than him." I don't know why I would say that to Rob Schneider.
That's dope. That's dope as fuck.
I just did, and he laughed. He laughed. He was like, "Oh, okay." And then the show went on. Louis, some other people go up. Some great comedians.
Wait, hold on. Rob Schneider's just there to view it?
Just there to view it, to watch.
That's
And
an honor.
he got
That's
tickets. He must have had to show up too, unless his assistant bought the tickets for him and got tickets himself. So then Louis comes out.
Right.
After these two other great comedians whose names I forget, but I will remember you because they're both good.
Wait, is this recorded?
What? No.
It wasn't filmed?
No, it was not filmed. And Louis comes out, looks exactly like Louis C.K. He
Right.
looks just like him.
That's
it
fucking
was
awesome.
so close. Louis was spitting dip. You know where your desk is at work?
Yes.
And where mine is?
Yeah.
He was even closer than that to me.
Wow, holy shit.
Oh, no, I mean your other desk. Your real desk, not your new desk, but like
Yeah.
your other desk. So like maybe, yeah, he was very close.
Yeah, I got 2 desks.
Yeah, I do too. He goes on. It's amazing. Most brilliant performance I've ever seen in person. I am shocked. The way Louis commands an audience and just does it and is undeniably himself and comfortable was amazing to me. I heard he is melodic on the mic.
Was the crowd going crazy?
The crowd was going insane, and he just does that. He just does that. It was amazing to me, and it opened my mind. My sister texted me to me. Let me read to you what my sister said specifically, because I just
about Louis again?
No. She just texted me randomly, and I just love what she said because I love my sister. She said, "I think I want to be the female Pharrell. William, ... I think I'm on my way to doing the biggest thing ever, ... My master plan is to finish this song I made, but it isn't hip hop. It's more on the side like the song Blurred Lines. I will go on America's Got Talent and perform the song doing moves like James Brown, Michael Jackson, etc. But you know moves like mine also. I think that would also be a giant step and I would become famous. Pharrell has songs on YouTube with 33 million views. He never has to financially struggle again in his life," in all caps. My sister, I think
awesome.
she's become driven.
Yeah,
and
she's got there.
She's gotten there. My sister knows, and I want my sister to become successful. And this also happened to me during Louis' performance. I just love my sister and everything she's doing. Okay, so Louis goes off, and
wait, so hold on, really quick.
Yeah.
How are you reacting to the jokes? Are you just watching and like inspecting, or are you laughing finally?
I laughed a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
All new stuff?
All new stuff.
Similar
so
to
funny.
what?
Nothing.
Really?
Just like this was like what I've seen other comedians do is take their old formats and throw in new jokes and say, but with the same thing. No, this is just because Louis is truly, I think, just describing his life. Mm-hmm. He truly says, this is a thing that happened to me and this is how it happened. Mm-hmm. And these stories felt true. Like I feel like in the last one, some of them like, well, you make up shit. You make up shit. You make up shit. All comedians make up shit. But like these, maybe it's just because I was there in the moment. I was like, these feel real. And I think they were.
Hour set?
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. I have no idea. I never looked at my fucking clock the whole time. I have no idea how long that went on for. So he does his last joke. He does his transformation and fucking his dad. Okay, never mind. I don't want to spoil. But if in case it goes anywhere. But that was over. I was just shocked. Mm-hmm. I just sat there for a minute. Snake Jr. left. Rob disappeared, so it's just me and David sitting there. And I during the show I ordered a Sprite and a coffee, and they didn't bring my coffee until 3 minutes before Louis went off because it took forever. But the lady told me, and I was fine with it. I just wanted the coffee at some point, and I'm so glad it came at the end. Let me tell you why. So I sat there for a second. And you know that one comedian that's kind of crazy. Like you always like he like goes off. He just goes the fuck off.
The one that I like?
Yeah, the one that you like. Yeah. I like him too. I saw him there. I was like, hey, you're a good comedian. He said, hey, thanks. He also goes happy, which is weird. He's like, man, fuck. And, hey, how you doing? Like
818 till I die.
Yeah, he's so good. So I walk away. I'm walking down the street. I leave the Comedy Store. I walk all the way down the street because I parked over far, and I get all the way to the light, and I'm pressing I missed the light.
You better not fucking tell me Louis right there.
No.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna go back inside. I'm just gonna go back. I said, for someone's telling me to go back in there, and I go back in there, and I walk all the way back, and I sit down, and I'm talking to David, who for some reason is still sitting there waiting for Rob, and I drink my coffee just to have something to do. Two guys, you remember the guy that we met at Elliot's thing?
That guy we met.
Yeah. Elliot's thing. Elliot's pre-show. He listens to this. She didn't text back.
No.
I know you remember. I'm just not explaining it correctly. I know because we've spoken about the guy. But he was there, and this other guy was there, and we just talked.
You went back, and your coffee was still there?
Yeah, because it was like maybe 10 minutes later, and so I'm just talking to Rob and these two guys.
Rob Schneider again?
No, Rob's assistant David, and then we're just sitting there, and David and I are talking just about stand up and I'm just telling him like what I want to do, and then Rob comes back. And
wow, this is insane that you got to talk to Rob Schneider.
And Darren, I'm trying to figure out what order I should tell this in. And this isn't
the order it happened.
Okay, I see there are people standing in front of Rob, like there's a crowd of people walking towards me with Rob, and guess who fucking walks out the crowd? Chris fucking Rock.
Oh my god! You fucking bitch! And you haven't told me yet.
I know.
You haven't told me yet.
I know.
You fucking asshole.
I know.
You fucking dick.
I didn't get to say anything to him, but I made eye contact with him.
Oh my god!
I made eye contact with him, and then he walked away with.
Oh my god!
And he saw me freak out though. I said, "Wow." I said,
God.
yeah. And remember the last podcast? I said, I try not, if it's a comedian, I shouldn't freak out.
Right.
I freaked out. I'm like, and he's with some woman, and this woman sees me freaking out, and she's like laughing at me. And I'm like,
Chris Rock, hold on. Explain where you're at, where Chris Rock's at, where Rob is at.
Chris Rock is distanced, like you know where that tree is out there?
Yeah.
From where I am.
So about 15 feet away.
About 15 feet away. And he's walking and he's looking like he does in like all the interviews. Like he really looks like Chris Rock.
Right.
And like has his hat on like he's in fucking New York. And he just walks by and walks right out the door. The same door that I walked out through. And which was incredible to me. And that's why I think I love the Comedy Store. And I'm freaking the fuck out. And I swear to God, this is true. The group keeps coming. And guess who was also in the group? Louis C.K.
Oh, fuck.
He's with Rob, and they come towards me. Louis looks at me and says, "Are you David?" And reaches his hand out and shakes mine.
Oh
Notice,
you fucking liar.
I swear, I promise.
Fucking cut you.
I swear to you on my fucking life, this is true. I swear to you on my life, Catacombs Lives, my whole family. Notice I'm still wearing this wristband.
Right.
He goes in to shake my hand and says, "Are you David?" I said, "No, but did you see Chris Rock just walk by?" I swear to God I said this to you. There are witnesses. And I don't know why the fuck I said that. And he said, "Oh," and then he said, "All right, I gotta go." And I'm still freaking out because I met I just saw my two biggest idols in my entire life.
Shit.
I was fucking dying. That's why I got nervous earlier.
Holy shit.
I don't know if you saw my Snapchats last night, but I'm fucking freaking out. And then I know this, like, I didn't even meet them, but this is a lot to me. So they both walk out that door, and I'm sitting there for a second, and the two guys that listen to the podcast, and David, I remember when they were walking over, I said to David, "David, shut the fuck up, David. David, shut the fuck up. David, shut the fuck up," because I saw Chris Rock. And then they all walked away, and I was there for like it was at least 30 seconds to a minute where I was just frozen, like, oh my God, I just shook Louis C.K.'s hand. I just made eye contact with Chris Rock. And then I was like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I walk out, and I'm standing in front of the Comedy Store, and these same guys are talking to me, and I'm telling them, I can't believe what just happened to me. And then there's fucking more. There's more.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
A Mercedes, all black Mercedes, tinted windows.
In front of the Comedy Store?
Yeah, it's driving out onto the part where you leave from.
God damn.
And all black Mercedes, and the window on the passenger side is rolled down, and the guy's on the other side, and he's getting a light. For like, I don't know, a cigarette or cigar or something.
Is it fucking Eddie Murphy?
No, I fucking wish. No, it's Louis C.K. And he's getting a light from
smoking a cigar?
I don't know what it was, either cigarette or cigar or something. I don't know. It couldn't be a cigar because he's in a car. But he's getting a light from some woman, and then the woman walks away. So his passenger door is rolled down. And it rolls up to me. And I said to him, I got up to his car. I said, "Hey, excuse me." He said, "And I said, "Sir, I'm going to be you next." And he said, "Okay." And then he drove away.
Was he driving?
Yeah, he was driving in a black Mercedes.
Wow.
Oh, I shouldn't say what car, but I mean, it could be a rental because he's in a different state. So that's what happened to me on Saturday night or Sunday night. That was last night.
That was last night,
24 hours ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
Me too.
Holy fuck. Wait, so where did Chris Rock disappeared?
He just disappeared. Couldn't find him. So that's what happened to me.
Okay, so where did Rob Schneider, where did they all go?
I have no
They all
idea.
went separate ways?
They all went separate ways, or maybe I don't know.
So when you're like, Dave, shut the fuck up. Dave, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
Dave, shut the fuck up.
What if he
Then
was
he
looking,
got up and went with Rob somewhere, and I don't know.
but didn't Louis come up to you and say, "Are you Dave?" Like, wasn't-
Okay. I said, David, shut the fuck up when Chris Rock was walking over.
Right.
And then Louis came and shook my hand, and then they left, and then all of them were gone,
And
and
then you
that's when
waited
I
some
sat
more.
there and I freaked out and I talked to the guys and said,
So they all probably went to go hang out because
yeah, I mean,
Louis probably looking for Dave to get the information.
yeah, and
Holy shit.
so that was, I know for most people who aren't into comedy, that's like, okay, some people showed up and then they left, and one of them
you
talked to
can't
you.
deny that Louis C.K. and Chris Rock are not legends.
Yeah, they're legends. They are absolutely legends. Why the fuck would I say that shit to
They're
them?
the Michael Jacksons in the comedy world. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Those are my two.
At least the ones alive.
Do you remember our last podcast where you said you were talking about how I like ran into Hannibal? We were talking about how I ran into Hannibal Buress, and you're like, I'm sure you'll run into like some comedy people
Yeah.
soon. I was like, yeah, I think so. I hope so. I have good luck because I ran into Aziz Ansari and Hannibal Buress
Yeah.
two separate times. And I remember I was thinking, I was like, man, I've never met or seen Chris Rock or Louis C.K. I saw them in the flesh the next week.
Wow.
What a coincidence. And Snake Woman and Snake Woman Jr.
Holy fuck. That is probably, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's the best story of your life thus far that I know of.
That is absolutely the best story of my life. And I haven't told it to anyone except for you and everyone here.
Wow.
Do you know how hard it was to keep that inside?
Holy fuck.
Yes. And I swear to you, I
my
swear
God.
on everything that really happened.
Oh my God. Did you, okay, let's backtrack a little bit.
Yeah. The point is, I was almost didn't go because I was like, I don't want to drive that far. The things hardest for you
So let's back
are the best.
Let's
for
back
you.
up to that.
Yeah.
I want to look at what I texted you. Because you did. Okay, let me pull this shit up because I was actually mad. To be fair, it was very early in the morning. Let's see, where's your name at? Okay. God, man, I'm still processing that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so again, this is 7:40 a.m. my time, so 7:65. It's 5 a.m. your time. This is Sunday morning. I see on Instagram the Comedy Store posted that Louis C.K. is going to be having a show. It's $20 a ticket, but you have to be there in line by 11 a.m. So I sent that to Will, a screenshot, and then I said, "You have to go to this. I wish I could." He said, "I know." I said, "I don't land till 9. He said, "Tickets are only on sale for $20 in person starting in like 18 minutes. I said, "No, it's $20 in cash." It also says that it's at 11 a.m. You can see the fucking legend. What if he dies? And then you started responding, and the little bubble thing popped up, and then you stopped responding.
That's true.
And I was like,
did.
maybe he'll respond in like a minute. Nope. Probably fucking 13 hours go by. And then I texted you, or I guess I texted you at 9:41 p.m. when I landed off the plane, and I said, "Did you get tickets?" And you sent me the photo. And that's
Oh,
when you
what did I? Was it the awning or something?
yeah, and you said, while taking this, I didn't realize Chris D'Elia was standing.
Oh
right in
yeah,
front.
I accidentally took a photo of Chris D'Elia. I just was trying to take a picture of the Comedy Store. I was like, oh shit, he's standing in the front. That might have been awkward if he might have thought I was. trying to take a
Imagine
photo.
if you
Yeah.
didn't go.
Imagine.
Oh my God.
That's
Okay, if you're gonna take a lesson from this podcast, it's if you want to do something, but you're like either lazy or you're a little bit scared or whatever the fucking excuse may be, do it. You're a little tired, go do it because
Yeah.
you don't know what can happen. Will met his fucking legends. And
my
granted-
legends. Yes.
Granted, it was one, he only looked him in the eye, and two,
That
he
was
shook
enough
his
for me.
hand.
That
and
was
he
enough.
wasn't Dave. That is amazing. If I fucking shook Drake's hand,
Yeah. It'd be fucking cool.
oh my God, I wouldn't wash my hand for a fucking week.
Dude, I was considering it, but I just didn't take the thing off my wrist. I never took the thing that you get at the show. I'm saving this for sure.
I'm so sad, incredibly sad I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
The two podcast listeners that were there, thanks for being there for me.
Wait, so the two podcast listeners stayed
they
too?
saw both of these things happen.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, they tweeted me about it.
What did they say?
They just were laughing about it too, because they listen to the podcast, so they've heard me talk
No
about
one
these
went
guys.
up to Chris Rock?
He was being real low key, and he was walking really fast. He walked out the back and into his
So that
car.
means not only did you see him, but he watched the same
He watched
set.
the same show as me from a different angle. Probably.
Imagine if your legend came to your show.
Yeah.
whoever your legend is, Chris Rock,
Yeah.
Louis C.K., they came to your show
Yeah.
at the Comedy Store. I
Yeah.
mean, that's incredible.
My story isn't as good as Chris Rock's story, though.
Yeah.
His story is he was working at the comedy it wasn't the Comedy Store, it was in New York, I think. But he was working at a comedy place and just like folding chairs to try to get to do a set. And this is in the 80s when Eddie Murphy comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And like he says in the interview, he says the 80s Eddie Murphy, so raw red leather jacket Eddie Murphy, who is, killing it. And he says to Chris, he's to the guy that owned the place, like, put this guy on. So Chris Rock goes on, kills it. Eddie Murphy says, hey, next week, shooting a movie in Los Angeles. Come be in it.
That's insane.
So his story's better than mine.
Yeah, a little better.
I looked him in the eye, though.
You did look him in the eye.
I swear to God, Chris
and
Rock
he looked the
me
same
in the
as he
eye.
does in pictures.
He looked just like They both look exactly like they do.
What else do you think they were going to look like?
I don't know, like different. Like,
It's not like they're using Facetune.
I don't know.
But these are grown ass men. These are
grown ass men who don't give a fuck.
You know how for a couple weeks you were sitting like this, crossed armed, just like uncomfortable? I'm uncomfortable right now because that's incredible.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I can't believe that story.
Yeah.
If the only thing that could have made it better is if fucking Eddie Murphy was there.
I know, if Eddie Murphy had been in the
that would
Mercedes.
have been too much.
Yeah.
Wait, so okay, explain to me how you felt in those moments, because I know you when you told me you're like, I'm not gonna get nervous, and I think I even said bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
that's impossible.
Yeah, if it wasn't being sprung on me like that, if I had knew this was going to happen, I think I could have maybe calmed down. But the fact that you don't understand, I thought I could potentially see Louis C.K. I knew that last night. I knew I was going to see Louis C.K. on. I had no idea I would see Chris Rock.
Right.
I had no, and like I don't need to like Chris Rock. I know every one of his jokes. I'm talking about the Born Suspect. You never know. Like that's my idol.
Yeah.
I would do like, oh God.
I want to know what his honest thoughts were on Louis' performance.
I probably thought he killed it.
Yeah.
Even the big comedians, everybody knows Louis kills it because last night I listened to his voice more than anything. The notes he hits are just pure comedy.
I'm so sad I missed this.
Yeah.
I'm happy I had a good weekend.
Yeah.
But I'm very, like, why couldn't this be a different day?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have happened the same.
It wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
The fact that Snake Woman wanted to leave and for some reason and got mad at Snake Jr. and wanted to leave is one of the reasons that wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have stayed that long.
You wouldn't have sat next to Dave. You wouldn't have talked to Rob Schneider. Holy fuck. You have to thank Snake Woman.
I have to Snake Woman, I've talked so much shit about you.
Hold on, let's bring it down a little bit. You're like, we're gonna be real. You're a horrible person. You're not great.
Horrible. One of the worst I've ever met.
I'm not saying you deserve bad.
Never.
I'm not saying you deserve anything
judge
horrible, but you're
pretty bad.
Your personality is bad.
You
trash.
did my friend bad. You did I had a friend and you broke him.
You did
and
dirty.
Guess who had to pick up the motherfucking goddamn pieces?
Yeah.
I don't have glue.
Right.
I should invoice her some goddamn Target receipts.
But after all the bullshit and all the trouble you caused, you did Willie a solly.
You did me a solly by not showing up.
Oh, fuck, thank you for not showing up. When you didn't show up about 2 years ago, I was real sad. But this time when you didn't show up, I'm fucking so happy.
I'm thankful.
Damn, shout out to Snake Woman one time. That's not something I ever thought I would say on the podcast.
Shout out to Snake Woman one time for being crazy as fuck.
Damn, I kind of want to just end the podcast right
Dismissive.
there. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I've said all I had to say.
Well, that's hopefully by the time we do the next one, we meet Drake.
Yeah, let's try.
I know it's gonna happen eventually. But the motherfucker's been trapped in the 6. God damn. All right, this is the Sheet and Text
Just
Back
mentor
podcast.
me, one of you two, Louis C.K., Chris Rock, Rob Schneider. Who you guys?
You'll even Rob Schneider will be great.
Take me out.
Sheet and Text Back podcast. If you like this episode, you can do a couple things to help us. Because again, like I said, we're trying to make this. Joe Rogan gets 16 million plays a month. I'm trying to get at least a milli. Come on. You can go on iTunes and rate a review. Leave I think it's 5-star, and leave a nice comment. We'll go and read it. I always enjoy doing that. Or you can share the podcast with your friend. Or I don't know, any other method of promotion that you can think of. Whatever you can do, it helps a lot, and we appreciate it. Anything else, Will?
No. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Fuck with us. Bye-bye.